Now or never. Just want it out. Just want it out. Just want it out. Just want it out.
Okay, hey, what is going on, everybody? Ali here, back again with another Rising of the Shield hero video for episode 22, my review. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can actually tell, but I'm a little congested and everything because a couple days ago, like dirt and dust and stuff are being kicked up by farms that are near me and everything. And I just got super congested and I just got sick, allergies and all this stuff. So like I was feeling very out of it for like 2-3 days straight. And then the first half of this day was not good at all. I was like very irritated by a lot of things, mainly because, well, I'm not gonna say like exactly, but I was just in general just straight up irritated about some stuff. But then also because like I couldn't watch the entire episode this morning on Crunchyroll. I had to watch a little bit and then I had to go somewhere else and then watch a little bit the rest of it later, which was kind of annoying. I don't like to do that with like episodes or animes and stuff. I just don't like doing that. But like, I mean, I got a couple of compliments of like my hat and my shirt during the day, so that helped a little bit. But the main thing that I was that made this day actually nice and stuff that I liked was because of this episode, because it was just really, it was a fun episode. There was literally not really anything going on, but that's okay because I also like those kind of episodes where there's a lot of talking and stuff. A little bit of a scuffle in this episode with Raphtalia and this drunk knight, which was like hilarious because then all of a sudden, like the whole like banquet hall where the queen was giving all of the heroes and stuff, or everybody a big banquet like party and stuff, to eat, drink, have a little bit of a good time, but all the heroes weren't there. They were with her talking about the catastrophes and the waves and stuff. Excuse me. Again, I'm not going to edit this video or anything, but yeah, they were talking separately while Raphtalia, Melty, Philo were all at their own table eating and things like that, and some knight started harassing Raphtalia, him saying that the shield hero is a loser and stuff like that. And you know Raphtalia ain't gonna want nothing to do with that shit. So she comes up and she's like, "Oh, I mean, which person is gonna get themselves hurt, I wonder." Like, her face, like, it kind of made me giggle and shit. But that whole thing happened. But before that, which something that I really loved, like before all this happened, was that they were talking to the queen in the king and queen's, like, the throne hall or the throne room where the king and queen like sit and everything. Melty's next to her her mom. I was gonna say her sister, but that's besides the point. Some stupid shit that mine did. It was funny, honestly. But oh, that freaked me out. I thought somebody was coming in or something, but the AC turned on. But in the beginning, when Melty was with her mom, the queen, sitting in the throne room with Raphtalia, Naofumi, and Philo standing before her and stuff, and she was talking to him, saying that like, we're gonna hold some sort of like banquet, and also for you heroes to join me in a table discussion about the waves and catastrophe and stuff. And then there was a mention of Fitoria, the filolial queen, and the queen herself like lit up and looked at Melty, saying that like, oh my gosh, what was she like and everything. And Melty is lighting up, saying like, oh my gosh, she's amazing with her feathers that looked like a crown when she was the giant bird and everything, and she got to be on top of the bird and stuff like that. It is so freaking cute and adorable that the queen is exactly like Melty. Like, she has a thing for filolials and the filolial queen. It is like the cutest freaking thing that I've seen in a long time in the show. Like, it is the cutest thing. And then Naofumi's like mother like daughter kind of thing, and the queen wasn't even embarrassed or anything. Like, I thought she would be a little blushing, being like back to the matter at hand, but she didn't do that. Which was like, she's like, yeah, I love filolial queens, like, or I like filolials. It's adorable and shit. So that whole thing in the beginning was just the cutest thing. And then something that intrigued me was that Raphtalia and Philo and Naofumi went to the Dragon Hourglass, and when they went to it, they, first of all, I thought that the what they were gonna do was gonna level up with the Dragon Hourglass, but something that I saw in the opening sequence with like the opening theme song, the second opening theme song or whatever, you see a Dragon Hourglass underwater. So I thought they were going to do something with that, maybe head to a city that was brought underwater or something like that. Like, it's an old relic like city, or maybe a temple like city, or an old castle that was submerged or something like that, and there's still a Dragon Hourglass there. I thought they were going to level up from that, but they didn't. But I'm also thinking that they might next episode or the next 2 episodes or something, because they're going to an island that every decade or so, this certain place happens to have like extra points for all of them to like actually level up, and it happens every decade or something like that. So all the heroes are going to travel over there by ship, and it's an island and everything. And I'm thinking, now that I'm like starting to think about the episode, I think that sequence of the Dragon Hourglass that's underwater in the opening sequence, I think it's there at that island, and Naofumi and Raphtalia and Philo and them are gonna figure it out, and like are gonna find it. And I think they're gonna actually have like a proper level up or something, like a what is it called, a class upgrade, whatever. Because when they went to the Dragon Hourglass in the castle, where the queen was and everything, like they leveled up, but they didn't get to choose their class upgrade for some reason. I don't know, it was weird. But yeah, I think they're probably going to find that Dragon Hourglass next episode or next 2 episodes, or I'm just thinking too much into it. But like at the same time, opening sequences usually have spoilers and stuff about like what's going to happen. So I think something along those lines, it's going to happen and everything. But like only time will tell. We're gonna watch the next few episodes and stuff. I think there's 3 episodes left of the show. It's a bummer, but I hope there's a season 2 and stuff. I'm not sure if the series is still ongoing or anything. I don't know, but but throughout this whole episode, also Raphtalia keeps contemplating like Naofumi's gonna leave later, like eventually and stuff, and Naofumi's like thinking in his head, I'm not gonna leave you guys. Like he says it to them, I'm not gonna leave you guys. I'm not going anywhere. And then in his head he says, until they find happiness and stuff. And Raphtalia's happiness is with you, Naofumi. Come on. Like, seriously, Philo and Raphtalia, their happiness is with you. So, like, if you leave, their happiness is gonna... It's gonna go down. Like, he's not gonna be able to leave or whatever. So, yeah, that was a bummer. But also something that I really liked was that Raphtalia got to go visit her mother and her father, like the grave, like the place where she lives and stuff, which was very cool. And Naofumi gets to see what that village looks like and stuff, and it's straight up like destroyed. There's like dozens of graves and stuff because of what happened with like I think it was like the very first catastrophe or something like that. And Raphtalia's friend, I forgot her name. I'm bummed out about it, but her friend's grave she went to see with one of her friends, the little demi-human boy that was her friend when they were little, childhood friend or whatever. And they're gonna rebuild pretty much the village, but Raftali goes off with Naofumi and everything. And something happened that Naofumi meets this dude with red hair or something, which I saw in the opening sequence. This dude with red hair with a giant sickle, like a scythe. So I'm wondering what's up with him. Maybe he's gonna join Naofumi's squad. Maybe he's gonna get a bigger squad with him and the girl that's with that guy with the sickle with the red hair and everything. But who knows? That looks really exciting and stuff. And what else? What else was going on? Oh yeah, and the round table. I forgot to mention the round table with the queen and all the heroes and stuff like that. What was kind of funny, but also like, yeah, makes sense, was that like all of the heroes are talking about the things that they should level up and everything like that and everything. And the sword hero, Ren, I believe that's his name, right? Ren's like, where did you get that cheat shield? And Naofumi's like, it's not a cheat shield. I just worked my ass off. Like I worked very hard because I couldn't level up and stuff. I worked really hard with my group and everything. So everybody's arguing what's like making them like stronger and things like that and stuff. And Naofumi's just standing there like, guys, come on, like everything you got to do, like everything. Probably thinking in his head, you got to do everything and stuff. And then the queen is talking about, hey, you guys got to work together. Everything that you do needs to be teamwork, or else the shield hero is actually going to be the only one that's going to be alive, because he's the best one at coordinating everything with his group and with all these people around him and stuff. He's the best one as a leader in general. Because Ren in Itsuki and stuff talking about like rare items are the best way to like level up and get stronger and stuff, and Motoyasu is talking about how no, your skills need to get higher, your stats need to get higher to level up and get stronger and stuff. And Ren's talking about like your skills and everything. Like everybody's talking about separate things, but the thing is, all of those things, skills, rare items, stats, level ups, like all of that together along with coordination and stuff is going to make you stronger. But they're still a little bit at odds, which is a little bit of a bummer, but eventually, you know, they're going to work it out. I'm pretty sure they're going to well, I mean, obviously they're going to work out everything. But seeing that was sort of funny, cuz now Fumi was like, oh my gosh, guys, come on, like, the queen is right on the money with this stuff. But at the same time, Naofumi had no idea about, like, if he touches the same type of, like, say, since he has the shield, if he touches a shield in, like, a blacksmith shop or anything, then he can get that shield in his. Like, he can, like, there's several slots to where he can absorb like what that shield looks like, the one in like a blacksmith shop. If he grabs it and looks at it and figures it out and stuff, it absorbs into his shield as one of the slots and everything, which is very cool. And Naofumi had no idea about these things, because all Naofumi was doing was just like putting like these fabrics and things like that in his shield to level up the shield and stuff. Like, he was doing everything so manually, which was hilarious, because he still doesn't know everything, and all the heroes still don't know everything literally at all, which I thought was really, really funny. And so sorry, but I kind of blanked for a second, but overall, like, that was hilarious, because when he went to the blacksmith place, when Naofumi and Raftali and Phil, they all went to the blacksmith place, he looked at one of the shields. The guy was excited to see him again, but he looked at one of the shields, and his shield mimicked that shield. And the blacksmith dude's like, no, what are you doing? You're gonna make me lose my business and stuff. And then Raftali and Phil are like so excited, like, oh my gosh, like, how'd you do that, Naofumi? That's amazing. Like, Naofumi's talking about, and then she takes the shields and keeps giving it to him, like the extremely rare ones and like the very durable ones and stuff like that. Like, it was so funny. Like, he's freaking out, like, get out of my blacksmith shop, you're making me run out of business. Like, that was clean, like, just hilarious and stuff. So, like, hearing them all like conversing in that circle, talking about all these things, and like realizing that all of them like don't know everything, Like, they have to work as a team or they all will get killed. Maybe not Naofumi, because he's really good at coordinating with all these characters that he knows and knows their powers and stuff. So that was cool. The whole thing in the thing with mine, or like what was also funny was when they were doing the round table and stuff, they were all like trying to say like multi or mine, but they stopped themselves halfway and they said either bitch or slut. Like, that was funny. Like, honestly, like the queen and Melty, like Melty was gonna say sister, but then she said bitch. Like, I'm like they're really sticking to like calling her a bitch or a slut, and like that was so funny. And also something that happened with mine, Melty saw her sneak somewhere. Melty was also gonna put poison in the food that Raftali, Philo, and Melty and Naofumi and stuff were going to eat, but Melty saw her and she was like, hey, what are you doing? So like she messed with her, like everything, like mine just needs to get over herself, really. Honestly, she needs to do that. But that was that whole thing was like hilarious because like mine just give it up, you know? Like she just needs to give it up already. But and then after all that stuff, you know, Raftali's still contemplating like you're gonna still be with us, right, Naofumi and stuff. So which was a little heartening. But who knows what would happen? Like, probably you guys who are like big fans, or not that you're big fans, but like read the manga or light novel and stuff, know what's going to happen after the catastrophes or whatever. But it's a little bummer for Raftali constantly thinking about this, like in her head that like he's gonna leave, but who knows if he's gonna leave? At least I don't know, or whatever. So yeah, that happened with the banquet and everything. That was funny, and the beginning when the queen was freaking out about like, oh my gosh, Melty, you saw the filolial queen, you saw Fitoria, hilarious. And then at the end when they get to the ship that they're leaving to the island with like the extra points and stuff you can level up and everything for the once in a decade type of thing, like area that this happens at. They get to the ship, and because like they made they like, since Naofumi and his party and stuff made the other heroes wait too long, they all took over like all of the places that Naofumi's group was going to have and stuff. That the ship, the sailmen or whatever, like the Navy soldiers or whatever, have been like working on like helping make this room for Naofumi and his group and stuff like that, but they can't do that. Like they messed with the other heroes, like because they took a detour a few days because Raftali wanted to go to her village and everything. So because of that detour and making them wait for a few days, all the other heroes took over like all of Naofumi's like places and stuff. So Naofumi had to go to this one room with the guy with the red hair and the sickle from Raftali's village. Like they all have to reside in this one little room, which is kind of funny. Like Naofumi's group, and then this guy with this girl with like blue hair, very pretty and stuff. And the guy with the red hair looks really cool. So I wonder what's gonna happen. I feel like they're gonna have some good teamwork. I feel like that guy with the red hair is gonna be badass. I kind of want him to join Naofumi's team. I don't know why, but I just want that to happen. But overall, this episode was fun. Like, it was fun. I got a good laugh out of it. There's never like dull animation or anything, or bad animation. There's never anything like that, which is crazy. I mean, I'm fine. Obviously, I'm fine with it, and I'm happy with it and stuff. But what do you guys think about this episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts about the things that I said, your thoughts about the episode and stuff. Like this video if you liked the episode, anything that I had to say and everything, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos and things like that. So, gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay safe, but most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. And plus, ultra, And man, am I excited for the next few episodes. The catastrophes are coming. I want to see Glass again. I want to see them all kick ass. I want to see some teamwork. Let's go. I want to see the Filolial Queen, Fitoria. Let's do this.